Okay, sorry for interrupting this video. I just thought that maybe you wanna know that you can gonna get a skin for free. Yes, absolutely for free, okay? So all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below your ID, your in-game name, and the skin that you want, which is under 300 diamonds, okay? And you'll have a chance of winning that for free, okay? You'll find more information down in the description, okay? But sorry, let's gonna jump back into this amazing video. What's up, people, and welcome to this video. So in this video, guys, we're gonna be talking about the new Akai and the old Akai. So as you know, currently in the game, on the advanced server, you can play both the old Akai and the new Akai, okay? So I made a full video on this yesterday playing with Tobias. His link will be down in the description if you want to check out his channel out. But anyway, we play with each other and just try to see dealing some damage to the enemies and just trying to have some fun, basically. A link to that video will also be in the description. But that got me thinking, okay? So we have the old Akai and we have the new Akai, and the new Akai has new abilities. The abilities are kind of similar to the old Akai, but they are still new abilities, okay? So definitely new abilities. The stats are basically the same, okay? So, but anyway, what I thought was like, okay, I wanna gonna see who of them is better. Did they nerf him or did they buff him, okay? And that's exactly what we're gonna find out in this video, okay? So I will be showing you multiple gameplays when we're fighting 1 versus 1, when we're fighting Akai versus Akai, the old Akai versus the new Akai. Different strategies, and what we find out is just mind-blowing, okay? So we will have details at the end why it is like this and stuff like that at the end of this video, okay? But before we jump into the gameplays, I just want to show you the stats of both the old Akai and the new Akai. So here you can see the attributes, the stats, whatever you want to call it. So as you see, if you take a look at both of these stats compared to the old one and the new one, you can see the old one actually has a bit more HP. Other than that, the HP, are like the stats, the attributes are exactly the same. The only thing which is different is the HP, okay? So before we jumped into this video, I thought, okay, well, this basically only depends on the skills, okay? So either way, we jump into a game. As you can see here, 1 versus 1, Panda versus Panda, okay? So all these gameplays will be sped up along with the fights, okay? Because when we're fighting, it's a Panda versus Panda. It will take a while, okay? The first fights are actually not really super sped up. It is sped up a little bit, but the further we will come into this video, the fights which we're doing will be sped up really much. Because, like, as I said, there's 2 tanks fighting each other. It will take a while, okay? But what we were gonna find out when fighting, it's just mind-blowing, okay? And when we were fighting, we was like, holy shit, is this for real? Either way, the fight is gonna start really soon. We're gonna be jumping into the Lord Pit, both of us, and start fighting. So we're gonna be doing that in 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, both of us are level 2. We only have our first ability and our second ability. And knowing this is actually very valuable, okay? You gotta keep that in mind. We only have the first ability and we only have the second ability, okay? So we are fighting at place, okay? We can't even see his HP, which I guess is really stupid, okay? Because we can't even see how much damage I am dealing to the old Akai, okay? But I will be able to show you that in other videos. But as you can see, I'm about to die and the old Akai actually won that first game, okay? So I was like, well, I don't even know how much more HP the other Akai had. I'm not sure how much I dealt. I'm not sure by how much the other Akai won. But I'm gonna explain everything later, okay? So I was talking to this guy, Tobias, and he told me that he actually had quite a lot of HP left. Not super much, but he definitely had more. He basically had like 1 bar left or something like that. So now we're gonna fight. We still only have well, I'm actually gonna go up to level 4 right here. So this is gonna be a fight when we're actually gonna be using the ultimate as well. So we're gonna be jumping in right here. I'm using the frog first because that will make me be able to stun him for like a second using my jump after that. So you can see me using my ultimate, and we can see, as you can see, I have dealt more damage to him than what he have dealt to me currently. You can see him using his ultimate dealing a lot of damage to me. You can see I am in the lead currently, and I was like, okay, well, the new Akai is gonna win. But take a look at that, and then bam, all of a sudden he uses his second ability dealing a ton of damage to me, and now it's basically equal, okay? So I was like, well, okay, so they're equally good right now when we have the ultimate as well. But as you can see, he's in the lead right now. The fights are super intense. I start running a bit because I want to try to reset my cooldowns a lot, okay? Because I quickly realized, okay, because he has an advantage fighting because of his passive. Okay, so I was like, well, okay, I have to start running and do stuff like that. So you can see me using his ultimate, but he was able to run away from that. He did use sprint, but it's fine. I started using regen because he used sprint. So you can see he jumping in here again, progging his second ability again. So I ran out of mana, so I'm like, okay, well, there's no point in running here. But as you can see, the old Akai is gonna be winning this yet again. So I decided to just like, well, okay, it is no matter. We don't have to. You don't have to kill me. We're just gonna recall and do another fight again. So we do have both exactly the same items throughout this all of the fights, okay? And I will gonna tell you something which is just mad, completely mad later on. So here you have another fight. In this fight we decided to, we're not gonna be using a single ability, okay? We're just gonna be fighting through basic attacks. And this fight is definitely sped up, as you can see, but as you can see, the new Akai doesn't stand a chance against the old Akai. Doesn't stand a chance, okay? The old Akai is just dealing so much more damage, and that is because of his passive, okay? The passive, if you don't remember it on the old Akai, it will gonna give him like more damage the more HP he has, basically like 2 damage per... I can't really remember it, but basically it gives him more physical damage depending on how much HP he has. So as you can see, 1 versus 1, only using a basic attacks, the old Akai wins. And all the other fights which I have shown you so far, the old Akai has won. What? Okay, I'm gonna be explaining everything very soon. So as you can see, we're just running around here. So in this fight, as we're gonna be starting real soon, we actually ended that fight because we accidentally started attacking Lord and we didn't want Lord to attack us at the same time. But we're gonna be starting a new fight right here, and in this fight we're gonna be using all the abilities again, and I'm gonna be running around as much as possible because I realized, I was like, okay, well, he won the basic attacks because the old Akai has advantage because of his passive, okay? So you can't win against him with basic attacks. Okay. So in this I was trying to focus as much as possible only on abilities, trying to avoid just fights overall when using basic. I'm trying to use my abilities as much as possible, but even then there's no matter, the old Akai wins even though, okay? So that is really sad. You can see me running around here trying to get my cooldowns and deal some damage. The really sad thing about this, then all of a sudden we're fighting this, but take a look at the map. You can see at bot lane, the minions pushed into the base, and like we haven't touched a single lane. The enemy minions pushed into the base and actually won. So we were like, okay, that was stupid. Now we have to restart again. But the old Akai was gonna go and win that. Either way, so we jumped into a new game. And here is when it gets interesting, okay? So I figured out, okay? So the old Akai is winning because of his passive, but he is also winning because of his second skill. His second skill is a lot stronger than the new Akai's second skill. Also because the new Akai's second skill is a skill shot, you have to hit it, which sometimes can be really hard, especially playing on the advanced server. So yeah, that is basically why the old Akai is winning. The old Akai has a little bit more HP than what I have. And do you want to know something crazy? Do you want to know? Okay, so these are or advanced server accounts, okay? I'm playing with the level 30 physical emblem set, okay? The old Akai is playing with the level 10 physical emblem set, but he's still winning, okay? I should be winning because of the emblems, but I'm not, okay? Because of the old Akai, his second skill and his passive is so much stronger than the new old Akai's, okay? So this is not the last fight. We're gonna be doing one more fight, okay? So I figured out, okay? So in this fight, let's see if we are not using the second ability, will I be able to win, okay? So as you can see right now, I'm just reading through the abilities, and let me tell you that my abilities are actually dealing more damage than what his ability is doing in general, just that his passive is really strong, and his second... Okay, well, his second ability, I think... adding up in the shield, he will gonna gain more points than what I do on my second ability, and I have to hit it. But in this fight, as you're gonna be watching here in a second, we're only gonna be using the jump, the first ability, and the ultimate and basic attacks. That's the only thing that we're gonna be doing. So really soon you will see us really fail because we were standing still for way too long, and then my character turned into a bot and starting attacking. So we're gonna be fighting here for the last time again, and we're only gonna be using the first ability and the ultimate, and you will gonna see that is why the old Akai is better, okay? His second ability on the old Akai is the reason why he is stronger than the new Akai. So as you can see, he's ulting, I've been ulting, he accidentally ulted away. So, but we're still gonna keep fighting here. Okay, well actually this fight, it is also a bit sped up because, I mean, it just would take way too long not doing that. So as you can see on the HP bars are really similar to one another. So I do have a level 30 physical emblem set, as I said earlier, and he has a level 10, so I have 20 levels higher than him. And I did use my ultimate before, so it's not completely accurate, because as you can see I dealt more damage on him than what he did, and I was able to avoid much more of his ultimates. So as you can see, I'm gonna be able to win, but not by much. So actually what I think, if he would have a level 30 physical emblem set, I think the old Akai would have won, even though I was able to use my ultimate before, okay? So that's the end of that video. That is just completely mind-blowing and extremely sad at the same time, because this means this new Akai is actually a nerfed version of Akai, and there's not a lot of people using Akai, meaning Akai isn't really super strong, and they just nerfed him, okay? But keep in mind, this is on the advanced server, which means they might go ahead and buff him before they release on the original server. Hopefully they will gonna do that, because right now he's actually worse than the old Akai. But to the new Akai's defense, it looks a lot cooler, and his abilities, skill effects are definitely much more dope. Anyway guys, comment down below what you think about this. They nerfing the new Akai compared to the old Akai. Really sad actually, but hopefully they will go and buff him so he becomes stronger. Anyway guys, hope I will see you next video guys. And actually, wait, before we end this video, I just want to say, we just got some information about new items, and they were gonna buff tanks in general. I made a full video on that, link will be down in the description if you haven't seen it. It will actually make all the tanks better, including Akai. Either way, take a look at that video. Hope I see you next video guys, but as always, thank you for watching.